So Project Everyone, there's a whole series of things happening. Lots of stars are aligning in September 2015 to support UN's launch of a new set of goals, which are kind of like the Millennium Goals, but 15 years on. So Project Everyone is trying to get as many people in the world to know about these 17 goals that are being announced at the UN. Our particular brief was about how do we get the goals. Someone's got to read out 17 goals, which is at one level quite a dry piece, and how do we firstly get people to do that, and secondly get that to people not fall asleep by sort of goal 8.
We can be.
We must be.
The first generation
to end extreme poverty.
The generation
most determined
to fight injustice
and inequalities.
The generation that saves the planet from climate change.
And this is how it will get done. The global goals.
A 15-year plan
for everyone, everywhere.
With no one left behind.
We've created a web app that allows people to tweet a very simple, shortened URL. Yeah, so One Direction puts a short URL in a tweet, directs people into our web app, and that web app can directly ask people to film something.
We will live in a world
where nobody
anywhere
lives in extreme poverty.
Where no one
goes hungry.
Where no one wakes in the morning
asking if there will be food today.
We will live in a world where no child has to die
of diseases we know how to cure.
And where proper health care
is a lifelong right for us all.
And what people can do on the site is they can, first of all, we're explaining what each of the goals are, and then individuals have the ability to then record their line for our final film. So we're asking people to read a line about a goal that they're particularly passionate about, and then in the final film we'll be putting all of those user submissions together with the celebrity footage to create one big crowdsourced film. We only launched this morning, so it's still really early days. We've got a couple hundred submissions in so far. What we're really waiting on now is just some really big celebrity pushes. So in previous campaigns we've done, the bigger celebrities like One Direction would give us really big boosts and thousands of submissions. Currently we've only got a couple hundred. There's a few that we think are quite cool in there already. But yeah, it's just waiting then for all those big names to get involved and give us a big push on the traffic.
We will live in the world
where prejudices and extremes of inequality are defeated.
Inside our countries
and between different countries.
Where people live in cities and communities
that are safe, progressive,
and support everyone who lives there.
Where we replace
what we consume.
Planet where we put back
what we take out of the earth.
This type of work is complex because it's an understanding of the nature of fan bases. So fan bases aren't all the same. So Gwen Stefani's fan base are very different to One Direction's fan base. So there's the kind of cultural, social understanding, and then there's a sort of UX-y understanding. How do we get people into an environment where they feel comfortable to record and submit? And then there's the technological aspect, which is content needs to be uploaded, and then with this project what we've been doing is adding film to the beginning and the end of their content and returning them a film that has been personalised with some of the celebrities that we've worked with. So they're then given a sort of shareable asset. So there's the film craft and the kind of conceptual side of that. And what we're finding a lot with the kind of projects that we do, if celebrities do it and then ask people to do it as well, that's far more successful than people just tweeting out and encouraging people to come in. So usually you see films of celebrities or you see films of everyday people, and trying to merge the two is quite a kind of interesting challenge.
where we restore and protect the life in our oceans and seas.
Where we restore and protect
life on land,
the forests,
animals,
the earth itself.
With peace between and inside countries.
where all governments are open.
And answer to us for what they do at home and abroad.
And the justice rules.
With everyone equal before the law.
So I think the intention of this film was to use the mechanics of celebrity but in a different way. So the idea was that we were going to bring the public and celebrities together to give a more democratic and kind of collective express a more democratic and collective support for these goals. So the festival's next weekend, so it kind of culminates in the Goal Readers film, and there'll be sort of 60,000+ people there, so it'll be going to a big audience, but then a massive broadcast audience around the world.
Throughout the day and night, we're going to be crossing backstage at the festival to see the actions that are being taken in support of those global goals and the end of extreme poverty. We're going to be calling on you guys to email, sign petitions, tweet various government officials, world leaders as well.
Well, I'm just hoping that what we're part of has enough impact that people are going to remember that something happened, and that something was a kind of global commitment to some of these really ambitious, really important and ambitious goals that we as a kind of, we don't forget that that's what we're setting out to achieve. So when we start making decisions about what we buy and who we vote for, that's a little bit at the back of our mind.
These are the United Nations global goals
for sustainable development.
Let's get to work.
Let's make it